Disturbance? Who's causing a disturbance? Ah, to go from 60 frames.
Hold on. What happens if we hit the wall?
Most likely, the bullet will ricochet, which could be bad.
That's not a disturbance. Calm down. They're just having target practice. Is it obligatory? Is it? Is it? What am I going back to Terra 2 for? Oh, Byzantium's on Terra 2? I didn't realize that. Okay. It's interesting, Kill Monkey, because it makes the planets bigger when they do that. So I like that a lot. Let me make sure I finished all the side quests that I wanted to do. Yeah, we can't find that thing.
Of Byzantium, Captain.
Yeah. I'm like, even if it's fragmented areas, then don't you wish like SWTOR would do that? Let's do this one first before we go to Byzantium, honestly.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost mislabeled it as normal etheric static.
Who should we take for the side? I think we should take Felix for the side and Ellie. Yeah, let's take Felix and Ellie. The groundbreaker in what's her face's office.
Harlow was rottener than week-old Borst. Big surprise.
It's quiet as the grave in here. We should get the power generator going again.
Super quiet.
Might cheer up the place.
Signed by Chief of Security Ida Kimball. Warning, contents may have shifted in transit. Warranty is void on any and all detonated mines regardless of cause. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying mines is a fireable offense. Mines are not a company, authorized decoration, pet, or sporting equipment. Mines are not suitable for ingestion. Mines are not eligible for any recycling promotion. Do you purposefully stand, sit, or recline on mines? Mines are not your friend. UDL claims no liability for any actions taken or not taken by mines. UDL recognizes that you could have chosen any remote explosives provider. Your commitment guarantees quality and safety for many shipments to come. Thank you and have a pleasant detonation. There's definitely enemies on here. Who am I in combat with? I guess I have to wait till the thing wears off. I killed the dot. The dot's gone. Oh, there's another dot. Man, if we were coming to try and go in stealth, we're doing a terrible
Sure, a
job.
lot of charging automechs. What are the chances they're friendly?
0. Restore power supply at a station to resume normal terminal operations. Okay, that's not good. Modified generator mode. Okay. A toilet in the maintenance barracks does not flush. Sensors indicate Alta Vitae gas is leaking from storage tank. It's toxic to humans. Priority set to non-critical. Management does not utilize the Alta Vitae gas tank storage room. New laboratory scent. Air freshener is running low. Repair toilet. Work order already exists.
Captain, I've been attempting to contact you with urgent news. However, communicational functionality was impaired due to the power outage. A UDL vessel has been tracking our position and just recently docked with the station. They are patching into the station's transmission lines now. I cannot stop.
I've been waiting for this day since we tagged your ship in Cascadia, Captain. So glad we finally have this opportunity. My ship is docked with 1084. There's no escape.
The UDL gunship remains docked at the station. They must intend to board with a full squad of troops.
I was looking forward to doing some shooting anyway.
I didn't find what thing. What's the thing that would make them friendly?
All right, people, stay sharp. That little sublight's fractured.
Oh. Why would you run out there? I have them perfectly funneled and you're running out there.
In their tongue, he's Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
airlock where I came in. I mean, my crew dies a lot without me.
Watch your step.
All right, just text me in chat or drop a line in chat when you're here. I'm gonna guess I gotta turn the thing off in this room first. Ooh, the new Witcher trailer? You guys want to watch it together? Because we're about to.
I've heard tales of your kind, Witcher. You're a mutant. Created by magic. Roaming the continent.
We don't want your kind here.
Hunting monsters. For a price. I thought you'd have fangs or horns or something.
I had them filed.
The hell's going on behind him?
People call you a monster too. Why not kill them?
Because then I am what they say I am.
All of our choices draw our destinies closer.
If he is out there, there is still hope.
I have to find Geralt of Rivia.
Don't judge me.
They say witches can't feel human.
He's talking to Roach.
What do you believe in?
Evil is evil. Lesser. Greater. Middling. It's all the same.
Princess Cirilla is your destiny.
I can't protect her.
If you dismiss it, you will unleash true calamity upon us all.
I'll take that chance.
I'm all about it. Where am I now? Kimball came by just asking if any of the docs had been around. I told her what I know. It's been quiet. Just ask Alpha. She walked off with a spring in her step. Okay, weird. Then she requisitioned a UDL, Electro Floor 3000 for my checkpoint, and a crate of concussion mines. Guess she didn't believe me. Is she prepping for war? She's acting like she knows something the rest of us don't. She seems especially uncomfortable around the docks. Wait, I thought I just turned that off. Is it temporary? Are you going to eat a horse, Alex?
Unexpected.
That looks like another one of the doctors in stasis again.
Time for a drink? Can we talk?
Stop it, game.
Hey, Captain. Next time we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm just suggesting we stop by when we're in the neighborhood. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. But I worked so hard. I dropped the accent, picked up a swagger, developed a taste for Spacer's Choice. Maybe I could skip a few more showers, drink milk straight from the jug. Yeah, I'll try that. Thanks. In any case, this'll still be a shock to my parents. I bet they'll barely recognize me. Reconnect is a strong word. And,
I love that she had to have this conversation with me now.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. Oh, and
Is
help
she
yourself
like
to the good snacks and put your feet on the coffee table. Mother hates that. That's the idea. Anything else?
Yeah, she is trying to do what I think she's trying to do.
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
Do we, Walrus? Do we?
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy. Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion. Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer. Well, let me know how that works out for you. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save
It's
the colony?
telenovela.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold!
And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile. What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly. The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them. That's what I said. I'll take stale cigars and rationed showers any day. I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first. Now you see why I left. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony. That's what I've been saying.
Alrighty, let's investigate this room. Subject should not be revived until a method for stabilizing his condition is found. Oh, okay.
Allah. They've been left here all alone.
Subject will need extensive nucleon resequencing for any chance of viable extraction. I'm so sorry it ended up like this, James. We will come back for you and fix this, I swear. Please forgive us. What did they do? Subject's condition is dire. Make sure resuscitation devices are on hand upon revival. Please hold on, Claire. We almost had it this time. I swear I'll bring you back. What did they do? Oh, there she is. And there they are. What's going on with that person? That's an empty one. What is going on here? Could you imagine if it's all linked together? 1,217 days since last login. Modify system settings, protocols. The chimeric sciences via the targeted modification of human nuclein using strands obtained from the Halcyon native fauna, aka Raptidon. So they're doing like Raptidon experiments on people. It has come to my attention that a culture of distrust has soured relations between HRS 1084's research staff and security personnel. Many of you have submitted requests for early dismissal. To the research staff, the importance of your work supersedes any interpersonal conflict. To our security personnel, there will be no early dismissal. You'll also notice that your employment contract has no set end date. We can enjoy a discussion of morale and its impact on success metrics once the question of humanity's place in Halcyon colony is answered. In the meantime, get back to work. We almost lost Charlie. It was a runaway resequencing shift. Once it started, it kept going, spreading beyond the isolated tissue to a full-blown systemic infiltration. He said it was like every organ was itchy. I told him we'd ice him, freeze him until we could work out how to reverse what had gone wrong. Every time Laura walked by me, she rubbed her shoulders and asked me to take a different reading. They didn't need to be taken. It was just to keep my mind occupied. She's been checking on me every hour since. We had to put Claire on ice today. She and the others drew straws. Claire lost. The change was slower this time. At first, the resequence stayed within normal parameters, but then it spread again. It just like Charlie. Tomorrow, I'm reaching out to my handler directly. I need some answers. I wonder how Guthrie's doing. I hear symphony music from under his door. The log is being entered by Dr. Fall. I had to prescribe Dr. Chartrand enough sedatives to knock out a primal. Yesterday morning, Dr. Guthrie and I drew straws to decide which of us would be the next test subject. He pulled the short one. No new developments. After all of our sacrifices, it feels like we're miles away from a breakthrough. Eva hasn't forgiven herself for the losses. Maybe some time away from HRS 1084 will clear her mind. The board confirmed receipt of my report and transmitted our recall notice. We're just awaiting transport. I wish we could take some time away from the project to clear our heads, but we're not even close to that point. This is the outbound. E, is anyone listening on this frequency? Redacted. Who is this? I'm the project lead on 1084. I wanted... Station 1084, you have your orders to maintain wireless silence until a mission end state is achieved. Override password antediluvian, which is the one I used on the other planet. Audible sigh. What can I do for you, Doctor? The board told me they would deliver my queries about our transcription problem on the Cornelius Vanderbilt. Where are we with that? I'm afraid I can't provide an update status at this time, Doctor. The assault cruiser should have arrived on Earth by now. My query was addressed to the Chimerical Research Department at George de Hevesi Institute in Budapest. One of my associates will reach out again when we have an update. When? Aren't you in contact with the assault cruiser? What happened out there? Station 1084, misuse of this channel is a fireable offense, as is abusing your executive override, save in cases of emergency. Damn it, this is an emergency. Transmission ends. There's some shady stuff going on here.
Job done. We can go home to the ship, right? I've been missing Ada fierce. Hold on a tick. Don't we know Chartrand from Cascadia?
This is super shady. I like it. It's fun.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh, whenever she says that, they're just having a conversation about life.
Captain. We've arrived at the groundbreaker.
What's up, Jago? All right. I'll be right back. Chat, I gotta give Tad the thing. He's definitely not the king of the Andals or the first men. Because I'll see it before I see a text message, Ninja. I told him to do that. I'm good, Jago. I'm about to have sushi once Tad gets back, so I'm excited about that. Why'd you delete that? I was gonna say.
Finally, a base of our own. Soon we'll have eyes on every corner of the system. Well done, Captain. I heard about that. While my lawyers scratch their heads wondering how we deal with human salvage, I'm leaving the researchers in hibernation. Aside from the automated security, did you meet any resistance at the station? I knew it. They've been shadowing us since Monarch, maybe even longer. I've been less than honest with you. Your assignments weren't strictly about the salvage business. You might have figured that out already. After the Monarch job, I started connecting the dots. I didn't like the picture. Then what we found at Station 1084 confirmed my fears. You and I have stumbled onto something big. Something none of us were meant to know. Glad to know it, Captain. Ask yourself why a skeleton crew was studying that Alta Vitae gas in secret. Ask yourself why stockpiles were hidden on a planet full of monsters. Before we go any further, I want you to keep an open mind. Can you do that for me, Captain? Aliens. I'm talking about aliens.
What?
They're the ones responsible for the deaths at 1084, and who knows what else. We have to put a stop to it.
I knew it. Aliens from other worlds been visiting Halcyon.
At least one of your crew.
Sorry,
can
chat.
keep an
It's the
open
last time
mind.
you'll hear that.
But this isn't some aetherwave serial millstone. This is reality. Hear me out. I'm saying it's aliens. I'm not asking you to like it. I'm not even asking you
Has
to
anyone
believe
used
it.
that meme?
But I need to act on this threat to the colony, and I can't do it alone.
Well, at least she doesn't expect us to believe it.
Damn, she's serious. Tragic, ain't it? What age does to your mental faculties?
The crew is skeptical. That's good. I don't want you walking into the unknown with blindfolds on. I assume you have questions? If we're gonna see this through, I'll need your trust and commitment. Now's the time for setting doubts aside. Conspiracy. One carried out with the help of human collaborators, assuming they haven't all been replaced. This is an invasion of our very cells. That damned gas is mixing our nucleon with halcyon biology to twist us, change us, make us more like those monsters on Monarch. No kidding. That's how they want it. When I lined up the evidence in my spreadsheet, there was only one possible conclusion looking back at me. This is my data talking, not my anxiety or lack of sleep. Dr. Chartrand is the crooked psychopath behind the gas experiments. She sold out her species, and I need you to put a bullet through her skull. She's a research scientist and a damn good one. Before UDL poached her, she engineered a 0.2% increase in cystipig juiciness. Now she's doing the same thing with humanity. Her fingerprints were all over Station 1084. You saw what she did to her team. It's cute that you'd think that about me. I just want to add savior of humanity to my resume. I've got ambitions outside of this office, you know. Besides, this way Sublight gets first dibs on alien salvage. Do you usually come across innocent people trapped in suspension tanks? Because some of us would call that excessive. Remember, the tanks were just the shit she left behind. Just imagine the experiments she carted off to her next lab. We're far beyond theories. Chartrand's logs, the gas, the suspension tanks, how much proof do you need? Wake up, Captain. An invasion needs collaborators working from the shadows. She has access to the board, unlimited funds, and a colony full of sheep. This keycard will get you through the front door of her Byzantium estate. Don't ask how I got it. You might not like the answer. By now, the other side knows what you're doing. Don't trust anything Chartrand says. She's compromised down to the bone. Maybe even deeper than that.
Dude, I have cheddar on my oh, this is the quest, guys, that I have no idea how to do. It says acquire weapons from the groundbreaker. I'm assuming I have to kill sweet little grandma, which I really don't want to do to get this, because it sends me right back to her. I'll take help, but I don't want to hurt her, and I don't want to kill her, and I don't want to get in a fight with her. I like her. Which item? From him I need to purchase? Or from her?
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me? Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
This thing? Old data pad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 17th, 2344, responded to a code ID 10T at the Last Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some Back Bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of the engineer Tennyson's people We tossed the rung leech back down the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sanita. ID 10T. Idiot! Had another run-in with the... Hold on.
That's gold, Jerry. Gold!
Rung leech from the Last Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself in the repair bay off docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we're trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's gonna come out eventually. Was that it? Those two? And upstairs? Are they gonna get mad if I do this? Oh, it's not in there. Oh, is it in? This area?
Okay.
There's no up though. If I remember from picking the lock earlier that there wasn't anything in there. Plus I can't steal from them when she's standing right there. Yeah, that's where I was headed. I figured that was where I needed to go. Not here. Is there another? Hold on, don't say anything yet. Okay, I see it.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Concerned citizens often...
I'd say anything here falls under the salvage protocols of finders keepers. My kind of...
Out of my way!
Oh, you've got to be joking me. After all that? It's skill, though. It's not lockpicks. The 56 of 60. Originally, I thought it was lockpicks. It's skill. I have to spec into that next chance I get. The door's open, so we can come back here anytime now. I didn't get it. Thought I... Can't loot him, can't loot him. Is there another bandit that got killed that I didn't see? down here. I didn't see anything. Yeah, I looted all that. Didn't get anything. Something up there? No. They are deading on the job. I mean, I can... Yeah. I'm gonna have to... Might have been in the barracks. Let's see. Then I'd have to steal it with guards standing right there.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she
Maybe that one.
you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle full of love?
A needle full of love, chat.
Auntie Cleo, that's who. Have you given your auntie a hug today? This has been Halcyon News, your only source for news in the Halcyon colony.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Hi, Kevin. I'm your biggest fan.
No key for me. Kenzo, thank you for 20 months for getting on sub. Welcome home, bud. Lame. Oh, wait. Nope. I got that, but no key. Yep, I'm gonna have to come back. I love how he's just letting me do this. Okay, thanks. See you later. Sure, look at all the shipping manifests. Ra-pa-pa.
Captain, if you're
Who
looking
has
for
the
crew
lockpick boost?
members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Is it Pavardi? I had Felix and Ellie. No, he's hacking. I'll try it with him. In my game, he's hacking. Okay, let me go get my lunch. Wendy. Nope. Whoever I was with had the skill. It was probably who am I with now. It was Felix. And it still wasn't enough. Mm-mm.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada
Okay.
are not required every time.
To Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Bijou review. Oh wow, Byzantium's all nice.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Oh, you mean I'm supposed to be meeting you? Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller. Anyway, let's not get hung up on that. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, that's my codename for... you know, our mutual friend. Oh. I'm Golden Eagle. Yeah. I named you Cuckoo.
Cuckoo?
That doesn't even make... Fine. Fine.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby.
What's up, sewing table?
Warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven? Or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Chicken it is.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine, but make it a really good one.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning codename.
I like her.
Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
Wet work specialists, huh?
Wet work?
Our mutual friend is really branching out.
Wild.
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Welcome to Mixer Sewing Table, and thank you for choosing me first. I appreciate it.
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh, seems almost impossible.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes, after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another thing back together.
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you? Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really. Good hunting, Golden Eagle.
So I wish you could have multiple waypoints at once. That is one of my qualms with this game.
Anti-Grails ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free.
By the law, look at those arms. How'd you like to show those off for millions?
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
Actually, you think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the gearings?
Nah, probably just shot.
The House of Inebriation.
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium-colored hair and like a kind of a medium face. Just like in his
He's very
posters.
medium.
Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. That's right. Not just anyone is allowed to have a key to Minister Clark's residence. It's all so very high level. That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, because today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal? Here's to me. Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
This is very on point.
Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you. I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah.
This guy said 3 bottles of vodka.
Does it taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring, promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever.
You trying to say you didn't do that, Miller?
Sure, they look fancy, but inside, they're just marble existential emptiness.
Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
Their mistake.
So, I don't have the card. I know you do.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain, we meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. It's kind of hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Please allow me to improve your drinking experience with fine cocktails and pre-approved banter.
Oh, yes, I would love some banter.
Request confirmed. Banter protocol activated. Welcome, attractive patron, to Billingsley's House of Inebriation. Did you know that despite being an extremely valuable, one-of-a-kind creation, I have been programmed to simulate self-loathing and contempt for myself?
I've always loved that sculpture.
If Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time, I'm gonna snap.
10% surcharge here? Wow. This place sucks.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Dr. Ellie.
Yeah, I had the full conversation with the ship.
Things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon. Is it me, or could each of these homes fit all of Edgewater inside? Cannery and all.
Thank you, Killmonkey.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind. Something on your mind?
Isn't this your house? That's sealed. That's nothing. Also nothing. There must be another door. Let's go look for another door. Oh, that wasabi cleared me out.
There's my parents' place. smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Well, we'll check it out again. It says it's their house and it's telling me to come in, but no one's here. So I'm trying to either... hold on. I received a message that an unauthorized user was looking through the files on my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells, maybe not. Hope whoever it is understands the sacrifices made on Monarch and HRS 1084 serve a higher purpose. One day when all of us have attained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Could HRS 1084 have been jeopardized as well? If the project is under attack, it falls to me to defend it. So her mom was the... My worst suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only science and obedience from the likes of me. Circumstances were hardly optimal at the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need, though I miss working alongside colleagues. I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, perhaps as it should. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed a superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Perfect. Figured it out. Which door was it? This one.
This basement.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside? You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
She said there's my parents' house, though.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
Oh, they're dead? She doesn't seem to know that.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle.
Okay.
I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says.
I hope it's Old Republic.
Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. The board also has its brand to uphold. If you can't trust the brand, what else is there? Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
I try not to, at least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lily Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
It seems like she's trying to help, Captain. Honest help. Ain't many in the colony doing that. We should let her try.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher.
Surprised the guard didn't chime in there.
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, no. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
Here they come! I got him! Ah! That was fun! My kind of action! Here goes nothing!
I tried to reason with him. He attacked me. Subject will need medical treatments beyond our current understanding before any attempt at extraction is made. You should have let me go. Laura, I drew the short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop searching for a way to bring you back. If I fail, may the architect annotate your place in the equation.
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project. Hey! Stop! What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I guess I can't do that.
Oh. I guess, never mind then.
She's not gonna like how that went. She ain't gonna like it at all. Just got really cold in my office. Into the woods. What's up, I nut? It's amazing how they're right next door to each other. The bijou review. Did I do that right, Nylek? Hunted.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lionel Witherspoon.
We certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
Hey, Jake.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
That option is amazing. I'm gonna mess with her.
Play the ruffian angle some more. You're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Should I blow up her spot? I don't know what to do. Chat, should we be a douchebag or should we be... keep in mind she wants us to be a douchebag. So should we be a douchebag or should we be nice? What's up, Cloud?
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
That means it's getting fun. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Damn, I would have loved to say that.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
Miscreant, that's a good word.
Shh. Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story.
This might be my
Celeste
favorite
Jolly
quest in the
Girl
game.
Designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Yeah, I think this would.
Hey! You're supposed to be on my side.
I would say this is crime.
Don't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
Man, I was hoping we would get to cause a scene. Oh, I can't raise... Well, I guess I can raise lockpicking up. That should do it for that. Why am I sneezing so much? It was probably the soy sauce.
Let's talk outside.
That's some shitty parents. Yup. Wasabi doing its job. I love when you get like, if you, for those of you that mix with soy sauce, I don't know everyone does, but I mix my wasabi and soy sauce, and like you get that bite with the chunk of wasabi in it, and it's just like, oh, hot damn.
Can we talk?
Where is she?
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed. Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug? Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'd love to know how you'd describe getting kneecapped. But I want to talk about me now. Unless you mean the kind who'll look out for you to blink so they could swipe your bits. The galaxy's not exactly crawling with those. Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? Let's look at this as an advance, on my dying eventually. Besides, if anyone deserves to profit off my death, it's me. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off. As long as I don't develop a taste for Wolgonzola and bad legal dramas...
Wolgonzola?
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves. Something on your mind?
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Ellie?
It's nothing personal. I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... you seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up for a letdown.
That episode from a few weeks ago was...
guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Gotta go to Fallbrook? There's nothing on that planet. Ay, ay, ay.
I only wish they weren't showing so.
I love how nobody cares that I'm walking around with a weapon.
I love Byzantium.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it. Ah, Celeste, you've done it again. I knew from the moment I laid eyes on you that I'd found my muse. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs. Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me? Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line. When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials. Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face.
4 bare asses?
What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me. Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job. Goodness. Look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it. 2 outfits remain. I can't wait to see what you'll bring me. Something shocking, I hope. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me
Going
get a
good, Rocket
look at you.
Man. Having some
Turn around,
interesting
please,
conversations today.
My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There. Love. That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore?
Who woo?
That's so
Ooh, woo!
precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you. Darling, do I look like an amateur? I read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour. And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I. For you, anything. Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium. Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please. I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable. You're very welcome.
So the Twitch contract doesn't actually say anything about like streaming elsewhere. There is a time gate in the Twitch contract, but that's it. You can technically be partnered both places.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's
Unless
so
Twitch has
handsome, I'm
finally
almost afraid to
upgraded their
touch it.
contract.
Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope. I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine.
From Indiana Jones?
Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send you
I've
a
seen that
message
too.
and ask her over.
The way my lawyer interpreted it, two of them,
Grateful for all you done.
was so there's a thing in there that talks about lost wages, but then there's a thing in there that commits you to 0 hours. So if there's 0 hours commitment, the lost wages of 0 hours equals $0. That was their interpretation of it. Well, my father-in-law and my brother-in-law are both lawyers. They look at everything for me. My father-in-law and my brother-in-law also said the what was it? What's his name? The guy who just had the court case. The $50,000. No, not Tifu. The other one. The $50,000 clause in the Twitch contract. Phantom Lord. The 50. Both of them said like, there's no way this would hold up in court. There's too much leeway and room for
Whoa, take it easy. Didn't realize you were so wrapped up.
how that would work.
You're doing it again.
Real crystal faux windows. You must be oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating?
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium.
Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as
Yeah,
the gardens
so
are, what they really need is more greasy
even if they,
vagrants
the most
frolicking
at this
through them.
point, if
And
Twitch
here you
wanted
are,
to, they could
frolicking.
remove his partnership. That would be it.
Well, you should bottle it and sell it to Auntie Cleo's. I'm sure it would make an excellent repellent.
Thank you, Table.
Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see.
Timmy was the pioneer, unfortunately.
I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and I earned them from him. Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to you, it's earned. My grandfather taught me that. If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the colors they included in rainbow chips. No one else wanted purple, but he insisted. Everyone loves the purple ones. And you know how the Cosmic Smokes logo has an eye in the middle of a heptagon? He said that one came to him in a dream. He was a true visionary, so far ahead of his time. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. Merit, decorum, personal hygiene. This city is meant for us, the system's finest. We earned its luxuries. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. Yes, thank you. Goodness, what's the system coming to when unkempt vagabonds are making more sense than the board itself? By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is that fair? Well, it should be if you pay enough. It's not right. I deserve to see any district I please. Why, if it weren't guarded, I'd... You know, you look like you've been shot at before. What say I hire you to investigate this travesty, and you get paid to do so?
She's got a point. We're probably gonna get shot at anyway. Might as well make a few bits.
Yes, Listen to your... What is that
Go for
person's
it,
job
Dave.
exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Or do you just keep them around as a mobile armrest? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement, and you'd be thrilled to lend me your services. Aren't you? Fantastic. Consider yourself employed, vagrant. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never get in that way. Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree, which you do. How fortunate for you. These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all costs. The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place.
Bianchi, it's like an entire city of that.
Little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend.
It's the nicest, it's the cleanest planet in the entire game, and I'm like, dear Lord, when can I leave? Reminds me of Bioshock Infinite. I still don't know where to get this this guy over here, you know, don't you know? What's up, blood?
Hi, Kevin. I'm your biggest fan.
I really didn't want to call it the cleanest for obvious reasons. And I'd like to thank you for gifting a sub to Bianchi. Welcome back, Bianchi. Maybe I grabbed it and didn't notice. Nope, I didn't. What if I just kill them all since I just saved?
This property is off limits. Solicitors, this ultimate.
Alright, Chad, just this once. What's up, bud? No, you can't watch this game. This one is Outer Worlds. You also can't sit off. Chat wanted to see you. Can you come say hi?
I just didn't take a bath yet.
Okay, well come say hi.
Because my mommy needed a few jewels.
Can you come say hi?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
I'll do it with these things. What are these?
Those are my push-up things.
So you go like this?
Yep. Well, no, we do push-ups. Come on, come here. Come on. Come say hi. They were asking for you earlier. He was Marshall from Paw Patrol in his Halloween parade, but that's not his Halloween costume. You gonna come back in when you have your Halloween costume on?
Yeah, it's Miles the Spider-Man.
Oh my goodness!
Why?
I don't know. I was getting excited for you.
Wait. I still see a black on my cheeks.
Yeah, and a little bit on your nose. The parade was good?
Yeah.
Yahoo! All right, chat, let me go say hi to my... It's a red letter day.
Nice and easy.
I saved right before this on purpose. Well. This is impossible. We're going to have to get that card. I have no idea where it is. But in the meantime...
How about that?
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
Happy Halloween.
Trying to make me fat.
It's Halloween. I want that one and that one.
And candy?
Come on, here. Eat that.
Thank you. That was my mother-in-law. I told you, Chad, she's trying to fatten me up. This probably has like sugar in it. Actually, it doesn't. I got to do that fit ring game. That's what I need to do. She's hiding behind the curtain.
You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
Oh, my law. Captain, that's the minister! Mr. Clark! Oh, wow.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Have I...
I'm gonna redo this part.